go. We are live.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Whether watching us live or on repeat, which is what some people do, myself. Good afternoon, and welcome to round 6 of the 2023-24 Turbo Racing League World Championship. Last week, we had an absolute cracker at the home of British Motorsport at Silverstone. We're hoping for more of the same this weekend at the Belgian Grand Prix, and as always, I am joined by the Swedish superstar, the legendary Mr. Sean. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good, thanks. Excited for another round of TRL racing. Um, uh, this will be a good one.
Yeah, yeah, I think we can all hope for that. 5 rounds to go, which is quite strange, seeing as we're already at the 50% mark in the 10-round championship. We're 6 weeks down at this stage, 5 weeks down. This is the 6th week of the championship. But so far, it has been quite the roller coaster. And if you haven't been listening to us on stage so far, to the 5 people that are, then I salute you. Hello to Raya Zapu, Sam Rose, Camo, who's just joined us, Jeebus Christ, I know, I'm having a bit of fun with that, Dean and Liberty. Then we'll just talk about some random stuff before we start grid walk in about a minute or two. Um, I want to start with the odds that have been published for the last 2 weeks. And I'm going to quickly run through them, and then I'm going to get to grid walk because we have about 20 minutes until qualifying starts. So, the odds detail that Dean is still at 2-1 and is still the overwhelming favourite to win the championship. He's about 35 points-ish clear at this stage. Zap has boosted his odds so highly after winning last week in Silverstone. He was at 9-10, now he's at 5-6. Magnus Sheep has fallen off a cliff, so is Sam Rose, we'll get to him in a minute. Magnus Sheep was at 4-5 and was the second favourite, now he's at 11-12. Sam Rose was 6-8, now he's 13-14. And Hecaron, despite getting a decent result last week, just because of the championship standings now, was 10-11, now he's 17-20. Of course, the odds don't really mean anything because everything can change, but it's a good descriptor of what has happened so far this season. So let's get grid walk started, and I'm going to start with I'm going to wish the birthday boy a happy birthday, and then B, I'm going to wish him the best of luck for today. He is second in the World Championship provisionally, and he is the one, the only, Ryo Zapu. He was interviewed first last week as well, so maybe I've got a thing for him. Wait, no, that sounds wrong. Oh,
Morning.
God. That sounds wrong. Oh, no. Cut the tape. Cut the tape.
Oh,
Cut the
wow.
stream. Hello, Ryan. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Happy birthday, by the way. Ryu has
Thank you. Thank you.
added another candle to his cake, and I'm not saying that in a derogatory way. Getting
Oh,
older
personal.
brings wisdom, and believe me, none of us are old. So, how are you? Has it been a good day for you? Or a good day?
We're still
Sorry.
at 8:30 in the morning, so not much of a
Yeah.
day yet.
I mean, it'd be a good start if you ended up winning this race. Do you think that you can go on and get 2 on the trot this week?
I do think so. Like I said last week, Spa's the track that I've won at quite a few times actually. It's my most successful track when it comes to wins. So, yeah, I think I have the pace, even in the wet, I think too. So.
Your championship odds have been boosted quite a lot, and another win would probably boost them quite a lot again. Do you think that you are slowly eking up the ranks, and do you think you can really challenge for this world title?
I mean, there's 5 races left, including today. So, I mean, even if let's say I gain maybe 6 points a race, it can go down to the last race, really. So, I think it's definitely possible.
Of course, Dean is the main man of the championship, and he has a very commanding lead. Do you think he's going to perform better than last week, or will he just look to be consistent until the very end?
I'm not sure yet. Dean and I are very good friends off and on the track, so hopefully it doesn't get if we are fighting together, it doesn't get too dirty. That's all I'm hoping for.
Well, thanks very much, Ryan. We'll talk to you either maybe during qualifying. We haven't done qualifying interviews yet, and I think that could be a decent thing to do. We've done safety car interviews before, but we'll see what happens. Thank you very much for joining us, and again, a very happy birthday to you. I haven't spoke to this man in quite a long time, and let's speak to Sam Rose if he's willing to talk to us. Unless he's A, watching the Watford game, or B, just cannot be bothered. He might be watching Watford. I'm not sure. Are Watford winning? Or Watford even playing? I have no idea. Yeah, I don't think he's going to. Come on. I want to speak to the championship leader in just a second, but I will invite Mr. Titan Gamer 46 on after a fair bit of controversy with his defending style last week with his own teammates. Good afternoon, Titan. How are you?
I'm good.
Last week was interesting to say the least. Do you think this week will top it, or is it going to be another controversial weekend for you? I mean, you hope it's not going to be controversial, but like,
I mean, hopefully not. But if it's gonna happen, I'll do a Roman Grosjean, 2012.
so you are going to risk your status in Turbo Race League just for a bit of entertainment?
It depends.
Okay, fair enough. Where did Roman start that race? Was he on the third row?
I
Whatever.
think it's something
Not
like
sure.
that. Something like that.
Mm. Yeah, Samra says he's going to go from next. Titan, did I ask you last week if this was a good track for you? No, I didn't get speaking to you after the race last week. Yeah, what's Belgium like as a track for you? Are you confident around here, or?
Yeah, I'm fairly confident. Some things can happen. You know, it's a track known for, obviously, it's one of the longest tracks on the calendar, and obviously, you know, there's a lot of risky corners, especially, you know, the first couple. You know, just keep a great line, and if it rains, I'm going to cry.
Well, thank you, Titan, and we'll hopefully get talking to you later. I always enjoy at different stages to see what their thoughts are, and thanks very much for joining us as usual. And now I think we'll call on Sam Rose, if he's willing to speak. I've invited him again, so here he is. Sam, the question on everyone's lips is we spoke about this in the pre-race build-up, which you can't really get if you're watching on YouTube. This is pre-race build-up, but it's not the special exclusive Discord one. If you are watching and for some reason not in the Discord, just watching completely random league on YouTube, join our Discord, which is basically the live from Soul of the Party. I'm not even sure if it's been linked in the description of the video, Sean. Is that the case, or?
Wait, what did you say? I'm just trying to figure out
It's the
everything
link of the Discord in
here.
oh yeah.
Should be. I'm not
Okay.
entirely sure. I haven't checked.
Jeebus is asking, do I sleep or TRL? Jeebus, if you enjoy watching myself and Shan commentate for about 2 hours on some random league that's actually quite good in terms of its racing, then yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, definitely. Hoban's alive as well. Hoban's here. Sam, are you here though?
Yes, I'm it.
Oh, Watford playing?
No, they're playing tomorrow morning.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. You didn't race last week. You missed your home Grand Prix, but you're back for quite an interesting Grand Prix, I think. Is this going to be a happy hunting ground for you?
No, this is one of my worst tracks, mate.
Okay. You said earlier on that the win's never going to come, but I heavily doubt that. I think there will be at least one more win.
No.
Do you are you
I've been
appreciative?
trying for a whole year now, mate. It's not happening.
Are you appreciative of my optimism?
Wait, say that again.
Are you appreciative of my optimism? Or
I'm finished. That's why I'm finished.
you're not in the lobby, yes, but I think you are in a decent place in the World Championship. Can you fight for three in the driver's standings, or?
My goal is to get at least. No, I'm gonna fight for P3. I think.
Okay. Well, that's fair enough, Sam. We've got a lot of people joining us now that either want to be interviewed or listen.
Because I'm here.
The second one's a massive ego boost. But thanks for joining us, Sam. I hope to get to speak to you later, as per usual. We have 10 people listening to us. I don't know how many people we have watching, because the only thing to watch at the moment is Shan, I think.
No, it is. I'm just trying to push
Okay.
out notification
Yeah.
in the Discord here.
So it's basically just Discord, but not Discord. So who do we interview next? I think we go to Dean. Yeah. Let's get the man himself, the championship leader, the big man himself. How are you, Dean?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Quite good, yeah. Still leading the championship, still in a very good position. Is this your year?
Yes, every year is my year.
Okay, fair enough. I admire the optimism. Last last race, I don't know why I wanted to say last season. Last race, you had a great qualifying, but did end up falling slightly off the pace in the race due to I don't know what it was, whether you just wanted to take home a nice little 15 points. But do you feel that consistency is the key to winning this championship? Do you have to finish on the podium every Grand Prix now?
No, I don't aim for podiums. I don't aim for second place, fourth, or fifth. I only aim for first. And I try and take maximum points with that. So that's the fastest lap as well. I try and get everything I can that's possible.
What was the problem last week? Was it just the lack of pace, or?
No, I'm humble in defeat, and I'll be honest. I wasn't on the pace. Zappu was quicker than me, and Oscar managed to stay ahead because I was struggling, and I spoke to Sean about it, and yeah, it was a pretty disappointing show for myself.
I need an invite. I have gotten kicked.
Dean, obviously you said that the goal for today is to win. Is this a good track for you?
Um, Sean knows the answer to that question.
Do you?
Um, I do.
I don't think you can really comment on this in an impartial way, though. So we'll leave it there, Dean. There's 12 minutes to lights out, or not to lights
Tom,
out.
can I get an
To red
invite?
light going. You need an invite.
Yes,
Okay.
I've gotten
Yeah,
kicked.
no problem. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for joining us, Dean.
No problem.
I cut him off in the middle of the sentence. I feel so bad.
You are a bully.
Yeah, I didn't know he was going to speak, and I just cut him off. Poor guy, poor guy. Who do we
Bully.
move on to now? I think we do Liberty.
Yeah. Get an invite. Here we go.
The Florida man himself.
Yep,
The legend that is Liberty. How you doing?
I'm good. What about you?
Very good, yeah. Belgian Grand Prix. What's this track like for you?
Good. I've had a lot of practice here in the following week. Well, not the following week, the past week. So I think I'll be pretty good at this. I'm gunning for P5.
P5, very confident, I suppose. Do you think you and Camo is a strong partner? Do you think you can
Yes.
really hit the heights of what you can achieve?
Yeah, he's my mentor, bro. I'm learning everything from him.
I think Camo's going to be very, very happy to hear that. What else can I ask? How about you ask me a question? We're gonna turn the tables here.
Hmm. What are your thoughts on this current championship right now? How is it going?
The heat is on, as a famous song once went. It's been brilliant. It's been a great watch for the races I have actually attended and watched in full. And I think it's going to have a very anticlimactic ending at this moment in time. I think in the end it'll go to the penultimate race, and we're all gonna be hoping it's gonna go to the final race. Now it's this one in the final
What in
race.
the fuck
Do
are
you
you
remember the
doing with the
2000?
lobby? It said lobby updated. I'm not the freaking lobby leader. The lobby was
Python
updated.
is. It's probably just check the settings. I'll check the
Yeah,
settings.
I will. Correct.
It's probably fine anyway. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's remember 2009 when Button and Vettel went head to the head for the title and went to the second last race. Button won that by like 14 points, did he? I think. maybe less. I'd have to check that, but
Right.
we all hope that one went to the final race, but it didn't, obviously, and Button won a very deserved championship. But still, I hope we get a good conclusion to this championship, and we're still 50% of the season to go. Anything can still happen. Thanks very much for joining us, Liberty.
Yep. Thank you for having me. Bye.
Dog. You haven't let. He has left now. Okay. The man himself. I don't know whether it's in like an impartial way to say this, but this guy is a brilliant racing driver, and this guy is the best wingman that any guy could hope for. If I can just let him on now. I hope he's not insulted by me saying this.
Hello, guys.
The man himself, Oscarus, Red Bull legend. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, yeah.
Belgian Grand Prix, 6th race of the season, 5 races left to help Zap to win the title. Do Red Bull actually have a good chance of winning the Constructors' Championship?
I mean, because I don't see regularly Mercedes starting with
I
the
got
two
kicked
drivers.
again.
I
What the
think
fuck,
so.
man?
What was that, Sean?
I got kicked again, man. This game is a joke.
Hold on.
A huge.
Yeah, just continue with what you were saying there, mate.
Yeah, no, so I feel like we can have a good chance for the constructors because I don't see regularly LFC Monks. Of course, it would be really nice to have headed in the constructors battle with Mercedes. Well, yeah, we'll see how it will go.
Last week was obviously very good for the team, getting a 1-2, getting maximum points. Just the perfect weekend, really. If you can replicate that, do you think that you have a brilliant chance of getting
I mean,
Zap A into, well, let me finish. Getting Zap A into the title hunt, and B, maybe even challenging for the top 3 in the title hunt?
maybe I feel like we can have a good chance, especially in Spa, which I'm really good at. But about the challenge for the championship, I don't think I can because I've lost out too many races. The end of Slash did not race.
Okay, thank you very much, mate. It's always great to talk to you, and it's always great to talk to the Rebel boys.
Yeah,
no,
thank you,
I'm
mate.
not starting. No, I'm not starting. No, please leave. I'm not starting the Red Bull boys again. Oh no.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thank you.
If you remember that reference, to, a time long ago. A, I salute you, and B, what the hell are you doing with your life that you remember us? Do we conclude Gridwalk with that?
Yeah, I'd
Does
say
anyone
we
else
do.
want to? Yeah, okay. Thanks to everyone who we spoke to. And that should do us, I think, for this week. Let me see. We've got 7 minutes to qualifying gets officially underway, but we all know it won't get underway at the top of the hour unless a miracle happens. We have 10 people in the lobby at the moment, plus the 2 spectators, obviously
That
myself and Sean.
should be all.
I'd love for 1 week to have 3 commentators. That'd be brilliant.
That should be everyone, my friend.
Is that everyone?
No, we should be 11.
Okay.
What are we missing?
Bottas.
Yes. We are missing Bottas. Thank you.
I already invited him, but he hasn't come in yet.
Yes.
Oh, great! Cole Palmer scored for Chelsea in their win.
It was a penalty, right? After it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, but I put him in my FPL, so that's. I'm going to read through the classifieds, the full-time scores, or the ones that have gone in. I did that last week. I'm not sure if any of us on replay actually watched the pre-race build-up, but you go straight to qualifying and/or the race. But still, I will read through the classifieds, and if you are listening live to us now, then you will be able to get them. So, the Ivory Coast are the hosts, or whoever. Am I right? Not sure. Anyway, we'll read through the classifieds now. Sean, do you think City are going to win tonight?
don't know. I hope so. I mean, I mean, we have a few injuries out. Um, with Newcastle hasn't been the same team that we saw end of last season and early this season. They have been um, not
Subpar, I
they have been
suppose.
subpar, yeah. But I mean, I'm never counting them out on anything. So yeah, we'll see.
Okay, then let's run through the classified results. We'll start in the Premier League. Chelsea 1, Fulham 0.
Oh God, he
The
gotta
later
set up
kickoff.
the rig. Oh no.
What was that?
Bottas needs to set up the rig.
Oh, that'll take a while then.
Yeah.
Let me do the classified anyway. We'll go then down towards the Championship. Coventry 3, Leicester City 1. That was an early kickoff. Birmingham 2, Swansea City 2 is the latest score. Cardiff 0, Leeds 3 is also the latest score. Huddersfield 1, Plymouth 1, full-time score. Millwall 1, Middlesbrough 2, latest score. Preston 2, Bristol 0, full-time score. Rotherham 0, Stoke 1, latest score, as well as Southampton 4, Sheffield Wednesday 0, and West Brom 4, Blackburn 1, Ipswich v Sunderland is a later kickoff. Barnsley 2, Bristol Rovers 1 is a latest score. Blackpool 2, Exeter City 0 is a full-time score. Bolton v Cheltenham was abandoned after a medical emergency in the first half. The fan is okay, as far as I know, and is in hospital at the moment. Cambridge v Fleetwood, that's 1-1, that's the latest score. Carlisle United 1, Oxford 3, latest score. Charlton 1, Peterborough 2, latest score. Northampton 1, Wigan 1 is a full-time score. Portsmouth 0, Leyton Orient 3 is the latest score. Reading v Port Vale was abandoned after Reading fans invaded the pitch in protest of their ownership. Shrewsbury 0, Stevenage 1 is a full-time score, and Wickham 1, Lincoln 0 is also a latest score, and nobody cares about League 2. Except for actually a thriller going on between Grimsby and Notts County, which is a latest score. Grimsby 5, Notts County 5.
What? 5-5?
Yeah. I'll run
Holy.
through the match. So I'll go through the story. So Grimsby went 2-0 up within the first 15 minutes before Notts County scored 2 goals before half time.
Yeah.
It was 2-2 at the break. Harry Clifton scored to make it 3-2. Then Aaron Nemain equalised for Notts County to make it 3-3. Abo Asa made it 4-3 before Aaron Nemain scored again to equalise at 4-4. David McGoldrick scored in the 92nd minute to make it 5-4 to Notts County. But Harry Wood has scored in the 5th minute of stoppage time to make it 5-5. And as I understand, that's still going on. So we could have potential for an 11th goal in that game. An absolute thriller at wherever Grimsby play. I have no idea.
The two Alfa Romeo boys are fighting over what driver they want to be.
Oh no.
Yes.
I want to be Guan Yu Zhou. Who is Magnus Sheep anyway? Magnus Sheep is
Bottas.
all right. Yeah. That makes sense, yeah.
I mean, they have 40 seconds to figure it out.
Hurry up! Are we ready to go? Is that everyone this week?
Yes, it is everyone. There we go.
Have they sorted it out?
Yes, they have.
Yes, they have. Okay. Right, perfect. You are watching or you are listening to the 2023-24 TRL Belgian Grand Prix. An 18-minute qualifying session is about to get underway with Sean and myself, Mr. Storm, on commentary duties this weekend. When are we readying up? No idea.
Now.
Good.
Tap back into the game. Thank you. There we go.
So we are ready.
Yes,
18
we are.
seconds-ish. If anyone wants to join now, you are too late and you are a disgrace to your family.
Oh, we didn't agree to that.
Did we not?
No.
Oh wait, no. This isn't NGFL.
What?
This isn't
ain't-
NGFL.
Exactly.
I'm joking. Anyone. If anyone from NGFL is either listening or watching, that was a satirical joke.
Yes.
That was a satirical joke. Anyway, I'm not sure if my audio's been turned up from last week because I did notice I was getting kind of outshadowed by you and everyone speaking. But either way, we are about ready for qualifying for the Belgian Grand Prix. Camo is going to defecate. That sounds very wrong out of context, but either way,
Oh, someone got it
let's
up.
get ready to rumble.
Yes.
I've turned my audio on slightly. Did you put dynamic weather on?
Yes.
That's good. And it's lovely and sunny for qualifying as well, which is a stark contrast from last week's race when it was absolutely pouring it down.
Both qualifying and the race.
I mean, it is realistic saying is that Belgium is famed for its very interchangeable weather, but it normally is very sunny.
It is.
For the British Grand Prix, no. For the British Grand Prix, no. You just expect it to rain. Anyway, we have 11 people ready this weekend, which is, not that good, not that bad.
It's not good at all, man.
Yeah, 5 people ended up declining. Hopefully we'll have more next weekend. But the first driver that's out on track is Liberty Way 2. He's doing a very aggressive weave. And I have a feeling he's going to lose the... Really have the feeling he's going to lose. He's fine. He's nearly spun.
He nearly dropped the car though.
Yeah, he's oh, look at him go. Look at him go. What is he doing?
You're gonna drop the car, mate. Wait, he's out on
He just
medium.
crashes.
Okay.
That's interesting. Following him is the Red Bull of...
Rio Sapu. It's Rio
Zappers,
Sapu.
yeah. Look at Liberty go! What is he doing?
He's gonna crash on his out lap. I can bet you £1,000 on that. Okay, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But he's gonna drop it.
You've already sworn to give away £5 of your own money to the championship winner, so I wouldn't be advising you to bet on anything else. Oh, now he's slowing down as we go into Rivage.
He's used
he's
half
really
his
slowing down
battery as well.
67% battery. Well, he asked whether he can get rid of his qualifying ban from NGFL, so I don't even think he's qualifying lap.
No, I mean, yeah.
Last to first challenge, Liberty Wake style, just crashes and turned on.
Exactly. The Merit Sim RP is out on full wet tires.
Mercy yeah, he's doing the...
That's a very interesting choice of tires.
Liberty's doing a lap, I think. No, he's confident. So I'm going to ride on board by Zap instead. Second in the championship provisionally, of course. Yeah, but he kind of pulled in the start-finish straight, though, for whatever reason. I don't know why. But Zap, whatever we want to call him. I call him Zap. I sometimes call him Zappu for whatever reason. He is on his opening lap as he goes through Eau Rouge. He's now to Eau Rouge, then Radion, not Radion, then Eau Rouge up through turns 3 and 4. We have a yellow flag through Blanchemont to the bus stop. That's presumably for cars going slowly. Zappu is going up to about 340 kilometers an hour as he comes up to the first sector split and sets a 30.1 into the next combination of corners. That's a lovely line taken. Did slightly run wide out of turn 5, but it's not too big of a deal as he comes down in towards turn 8. Keep it nice and neat, through third gear, 150 kilometers an hour. Build up the speed, then down it and towards turn 9 through 5th gear. Will he be brave through Pouron? Will he set up the car flat, or will he just be careful? Slight lift, but then goes flat for the second half. Lovely run through there. Now down towards Rivage under the Crypto.com advertising board. 5th gear, maybe drop it to 4th. He's not going to do that. 5th gear, 220 kilometers an hour. Build the speed, then drop it back down again through 4th. And then you are on the long wing. Slight kick oversteer. A slight kick of oversteer, but that's not going to bother him too much. There's still a lot of time left in this session. Flew Blanchimont down 8th gear, flat out where Max Verstappen overtook Felipe Nasr. Remember him in 20. And then into the bus stop chicane, one of the most iconic combinations of corners in Formula One. Liberty is going to cross the line first. No, he's not actually. He's going into the pits. But Zap will come across the line and set a 1 minute 42.502. And following him then is Titan.
Oh, it's Titan.
Titan who's going to come up to the line next and is going to set a 1 minute 45.3, and then the Mercedes of Dean has just started his qualifying lap on. Then it's Skyscap in the Alfa Romeo. I mean, he's basically got a heads-up advantage at the moment. The thing is, he didn't slide, I don't think, but is he going to go quicker? That's the big question. But he only misses out by a tenth and a bit. It's not too bad. But he can definitely
next up to line on intermediates.
Yeah, Magnusheep's going to set a 1 minute 47.8, and then Sam Rose up to the line, and he goes into third with a 1 minute 42.9. Then we have the Ferrari of Murta Simper, or Murty we'll call him. Mertzy, yeah. Oh, that's a challenging one. Mertzy is coming up to the final two corners. He's come out of the bus stop and he's
on
has he?
Yeah, yes.
He did set a 1 minute 50.7, and next up is Sabat, who's also Dean's on intermediate, so you don't have to worry too much about him. So that's basically it for the first proper runs, apart from Camo, who's on softs. How's my audio doing on YouTube? If Sean's talking enough, can you even turn my audio up? I'm not sure.
I can, but I don't want to risk to tab out and get kicked again.
No, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, for next week.
I will fix that next week. Promise you that.
Thank you very much. Camo is currently on quite quick lap, has a slight bit of a moment out of there, but sets a 1 minute 14.3 in the middle section and is now on stop. There's a yellow flag through Rivage, but that's presumably just for cars going slow. Magnusheep is being tailed by Sam Rose, but let's see what Camo is doing. Liberty's a huge moment as he's still aggressively weaving. His teammate has come out off the final two corners. Will this be the lap that puts him quickest? No, he goes into third with a 1 minute 42.701.
Slow moving Aston Martin ahead of Liberty here on his outlap.
Heck, who's just presumably taking his time, I suppose, at this stage. Interesting qualifying so far, though. We've had a good run, obviously, from Zappa, and the rest of the field have either gone out wets or just have invalidated the laps. Zappa's actually 2/100ths of a second up on what his original time was. Is he going for a better lap? He might well improve, seeing as he's had a massive slide. If he doesn't have one, then he might well be on for a quicker lap, and he doesn't. He's 4 and a bit tenths off, but he could still improve depending on how much time he lost. He absolutely flies past Liberty as he comes up towards Blanchimont. Remember, he is running out of VRS. But unless he's on an absolute worldie of a final section, is genuinely going to improve. No, he comes into the pits. That was quite an anti-commit.
Yeah.
Anti-ending.
As we see, Liberty start his lap on another set of mediums. From the man from Florida.
9.5 minutes to go. You're watching 20. As always, the super Swedish gauche, I suppose, Mr. Sean, and we're just commentating as we usually do. It's a nice job.
Into the line. He is on a 1:40
I'm
start.
not sure there's some background audio coming from my microphone, but I am in the middle
There
of
is.
paying my condolences to a streamer I've known for years who's on his last ever stream. So,
Who's that?
the Lost to Lost and
As Hecron did invalidate his first push lap, but it goes for another one on the same set of softs. Pushing. They're in sector 2 now, and he's on a
take
1:14
away
pursuit.
for one of the laps going on here. Skyscap is on a flyer actually, so take us.
As Oscar goes to pole position with a 1:41.768, Cam Deal or his teammate respond to that lap. That's the question. It's a great lap from Sada here, as we see Deal out of the final corner. He puts in a
Oh, what a lap that was! Oh wow.
1:41.4 from Deal, 3 times faster than the Red Bull driver. That's a huge lap from the Mercedes, from the man from England. As we see Ryusapu start his lap and Skyscap closing. No, yeah, Skyscap is soon to end his lap, and we'll see where he ends up here. Stop chicane out of the final corner. DRS opens and it's a 1:42.3. It's an improvement of 2.5 tenths. It's a great lap, puts him up to P3 above the Ryusapu at the moment. As we follow the Titan Gamer. No, he is on his out lap. As we follow Hekeron, he invalidated
Is
a
slowing.
second time. That's gonna hurt him. He has had 2 attempts on the same. It's on the same tire though, so we'll see. He hasn't put in a single lap yet, and he hasn't decided to box for new softs. What happens with him?
Um, as I was saying my condolences, I've been completely out of the loop. But what a lap that was from D.
It's a stonking lap from the man from England. Um, shows why he in the is in the title fight and deserves to win it. As we don't really have Titan on the start. Slowing down quite all in lap.
Um,
I think.
Zap is Zap improves slightly, but not enough to displace his teammate. Titan's on a run.
Yeah. Bandership is on an out lap, so we can keep that in mind as well. I think Titan here is doing a second prep lap, I believe. Because it's normally what happens. As the two Aston Martin drivers close up. Deja vu from last week, maybe. As Hecron follows his teammate through. This might not end good. Last week, these two came together not once but twice, and these both drivers are not wanting to back out. So this will we'll see what happens as they are as Hecaton uses Titan to tow along the back straight to get a faster lap.
This is very dramatic for Zap as well, who's invalidated his lap and now has 3 and a bit minutes to get around the track.
Yeah.
He has to be really, really quick here. Dean and Sap already have a huge advantage because they're already in the pits. So is Skyscap. Camo's on an outlap, so is Liberty. So strategy is going to seriously play into this. Sam Rose has come out of the pits as well.
Good on.
It's all
Has
going to come down to
taken Titan here after he told him. So that will boost his lap time even more. So we'll see where he ends up. Will it get pole? He has this.
Who knows?
Oh, he drops it! He drops it at the exit.
Oh no!
And that is, I believe, his qualifying done if he doesn't go for that second lap here. On the same, he has used one set of tires, I believe.
Just to interrupt you, Liberty has started his final run. He said a 1 minute 45 dead. So he needs an absolutely huge improvement to go anywhere near Hecaron. So I don't think we'll be focusing on him too much, but we will be focusing on Camo, who is 1.3 seconds away from getting a provisional pole position. But maybe he can do something with this run that maybe put him up to 4th. Dean, Sada, and Skyscap have all come out, but crucially, Zap is still in the pits.
No, he's
Does
on his
Zap
way
have
out.
enough time?
He's on his way out.
Yeah, he's out. He's not enough time. He has to gun it though. He
Well,
has
he
to
has
gun
to
it.
gun
Camo,
it.
yeah, Camo's a 10th and a half off in the first sector. Samrose is about to start. Well, he's not near starting his lap actually. Sorry. And Camo nearly drops it as well.
Yeah.
After the chicane.
But Zap will have time.
Zap
He
needs
should have
something
time. He
huge here.
should have time.
It's going to be nip and tuck. Do you remember Fernando Alonso at the British Grand Prix in 2017?
Well, Zap is going slow. He's going slow.
Liberty's retired. He knows he's not going to improve.
Yeah. No,
The question
Zap
is
going slow.
Camo improving enough? Because he only has to get a bit of a gap. Magnus Sheep has started his lap now. What's Magnus Sheep doing?
Camo is
Magnus Sheep is
7,700 down. He's not improving. He's not improving.
Camo does need a blistering final sector though.
Yeah.
This could be huge for Camo if he can displace Magnus Sheep and maybe create a little hat sandwich here.
Yeah, that would
This
be
could
huge.
be crucial. Across the bus stop, here he comes, up towards the line. He only needs a 5,000 improvement. Up to the line,
Oh.
It's not enough. It isn't enough. But now the focus goes to Sada. Can he grab pole position? It's all to play for. One final run. He needs to gain 3 tenths. If he can do it, he's on pole position.
Keep in mind,
Again, that is at least if Dean doesn't improve. So.
Dean is on the lap as well, so he might do. Ryusapo will have time to make it to the start finish line.
Just about, yeah.
Just
he has
about.
to gun it. The lights are going to go red.
Yeah,
now, just about.
He had time. He got it.
Yeah.
Sada
Sada is 25,000 clear.
It's only a 2
in the first sector. Dean is coming up to the first sector split.
He invalidates. Sadak has invalidated. Let's see what Dean is on.
Dean's not improving, or he is slightly, but still. Skyscap is also 500ths of a second up as well. Zap is currently trying to get in the toe. That Aston Martin. Look at him go. He is 25 thousandths clear.
It's not enough.
Invalidated his lap, and Zap is struggling as well. This might just be Dean's day. Dean's invalidated his lap too. It's all over to Zap.
Zap needs to find a 4/10 improvement in the 2 final sectors. I don't think he will do it.
Don't put it past him.
I don't
do
think
not put it past him, because remember, he made that mistake. He did make an improvement.
Yeah.
I'm confident he can go quicker. Skyscap is currently in traffic. He is behind the Mercedes off Dean, and he's had a bit of a moment. He's 4/10 up though. Here comes Zap. This is huge. This is monumental.
He's 1.5 tenths up. But that's not enough at the moment. It's not enough. A Skyscap finally makes it past. It's not enough at the moment.
I'm sorry for interrupting you all the time, because I know I can't be heard, but still, this could be incredible. I'm going to finish this. Skyscap goes second. It's all over to Zapu now. Can he get at least on the front row? He only has to find 2/10. This
It's
for Zapu.
P2.
Second. Oh,
What a
just misses out.
qualifying we just
And
witnessed.
Dean will be on pole again.
As Camo finishes his final run, does not improve, and that was just a in lap. As we have Titan invalidated his lap. Yeah, and that's it for qualifying. That was a hectic qualifying. It was very fun to watch though. I'm gonna give the drivers that. It was very fun to watch. And we will head to Titan. Come on, man. Come on. You don't want that, man. Come on, just hurry up.
So that is it for qualifying at the Belgian Grand Prix. We actually had all tyre compounds being used. But in the end, it was Dean who got pole position by a tenth of a second from Zap. Skyscap finished third, maybe could have got pole position had Dean not been in his way. Sada is in fourth in the other Red Bull. Samro's in fifth. Magnus Sheep is qualified yet again by Skyscap. But again, the field is relatively close when it comes to the top four. Camo is seventh, Hecker on eighth. Mertzi is ninth on hards, Liberty's 10th, and Titan rounds out the field in 11th. Sean, what do you think about that qualifying?
The qualifying was it was peak TRL there. It was action all the way there was action all the way over the field. Um, and that's only the start. We will probably have a very exciting Belgian Grand Prix. And by the looks of it, it's sunny.
Mm.
Then we'll see. We don't see the weather forecast at the moment. It can rain. Belgium is highly unpredictable, you know. So I mean, only time will tell.
Well, it is a 22 lap race. We are expecting a classic around Spa. It's Dean on pole with his championship rival Zap on the front row with him. The drivers have been told to ready up, and we are ready for an absolute classic in the Ardennes Forest. We go to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 red lights for the Belgian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go, and it's a brilliant start by Zap, who's just going to edge Dean on the start of the race. They're going to go side by side into the first corner, but Dean crucially holds the lead. Zap's going to get the better traction now as they go down towards their Rouge and Radion, and Zap leads the race from Dean. Skyscap follows in third with Sada in fourth, Camo in fifth, Magnitude sixth. Crucially though, Dean and Skyscap are going to get the slipstream on Zap. And this is going to be these critical moments of the Grand Prix. Remember 2018, they went forward and there's been a crash in
There's
Rouge.
crash behind.
Magnus Sheep and Pike have crashed. And there's a virtual safety car.
Magnus Sheep has been caught up in it.
What happened, Sean?
I have no clue. I think there was a half spin by someone, and then just the guys behind was caught up in it. I am not entirely sure what should happen there.
Liberty and Titan have both lost their front wing. Magnus Sheep's lost an end plate. He's down to last. The possible race strategies powered by AWS says if you're starting on the mediums, you're going for a two-stop. Dean, interestingly, is on the hards, along with some of just two more people in the field, the two Alfa Romeos of Skyscap and Magnus Sheep. Zappa started on the mediums along with the rest of the field, bar Camo and Hecaron and Titan and Liberty. A very wide choice of strategy choices here. I think strategy is a big one in this Grand Prix. But we've had a dramatic start. We haven't had a safety car, but we have had a virtual one. And crucially, and Dean getting very close to Zapu there, as we do go to green flags, and Zap gets the perfect restart. Nearly we're done the first lap here in the Belgian Grand Prix. Zap leads, but his lead should probably come under threat from Dean and Skyscap. I'd like to think he's going to get it
Question is, when will Zap pull the trigger to jump into pits? He is on those yellow wall tired mediums, so he will have to pit earlier than the medium runners if he doesn't want to lose the pace against
And
them.
a big moment here between Sada and Skyscap. Sada's going to go around the outside. He is on the softer rubber tire compared to the hards. They go side by side through the first corner as they come up towards Rouge and Radion. Mark Webber and Fernando Alonso-esque in 2011. They're going side by side, and Sada will not give an inch. Skyscap will just pull ahead though, as Dean's in the slipstream of Ryo Zappu, and Zappu
goes
is
for
coming
it.
under pressure.
Dean goes on the outside.
Just drags alongside, doesn't take the lead. Not yet, anyway. Goes to the inside. Rosberg Hamilton-esque. No puncture this time, though, as Dean takes the lead. But Zappu fights back, and he leads the Belgian Grand Prix again.
Dean dives down the inside, though.
Oh, this is incredible.
As Dean,
This is incredible.
Dean takes the lead. What a first 2 laps we've had here. They've been fighting for the lead.
Sean, it's not even been 2 laps.
First lap and a half.
Let's not forget here that Zap's going for it again! Into reverse! Zap leads again!
What is happening?
Oh my word!
The 2 championship leaders are going at it. They don't want to lose the
I want to
fight.
interrupt you again, Sean. Let's not forget, Camo is now in 3rd as Liberty has dropped the car coming out of the chicane at turns 4 and 5.
As the
and he
leaders
is
have
really
a
struggling
2-second
now.
gap to P3 already. Camo is on the
Here
south
comes Dean
though.
again. Dean's going for it again, and his Liberty's dropped the car again. Dean might go for it in towards the bus stop. He does. He's at the inside. He tries to get the cut back. Lewis Hamilton v Kimi Raikkonen in 2008-esque, but Zappu crucially holds the lead across the line. But it is Dean with the fastest lap as we go down towards the first corner.
As
DRS
DRS
enabled
is
as well.
enabled.
Will it be a game of DRS chicken as well? Yes, it will. They make contact. They do make contact. It's DRS chicken here as they go up towards Radion. Zap is crucially going to have DRS. We might be going 4 wide here. This is sensational. This is the greatest opening 3 laps I've ever seen.
The Skyscap goes down
might
for
take the lead, but Camo leads.
Camo leads.
Oh my word.
Zappu down to 4th from 1st. What on earth is happening? This battle is...
I am going to have a cardiac arrest. This is so dramatic. I can feel my heart pounding in my chest. This is the best opening to a race we've seen this season. Hands down.
The top 8 are within each other.
And still Zap and Dean fight for the lead. This is too close to call. It's like a US election when Florida's been called too close.
Can Camo breach that second gap to Dean? He's on those soft, so he will be able
I mean, the cards are definitely in his corner at the moment. He's definitely got the advantage, but he's going to be pitting earliest out of anyone.
Yes.
And the overtake levels, the ERS levels for both Dean and Zap are both very close as well.
Yeah.
Dean's currently on 25%, Zap's on 38%. As they go down towards the bus stop, surely not for Zappu. He's going to be forced to go the long way around, but he switches to the inside! What
in with the switchback!
He doesn't get the switchback, he does get the better traction though, and he goes back into 2nd place. What a battle as Camo sets the fastest lap.
As Camo has that second lead. Dean dives down! Oh, Zappu dives down!
He doesn't get it though, Skyscap's into 3rd.
Dean down to 4th. Zappu won't have the arrest though.
Game of DRS chicken again. No, he's not risking it again.
Zappu won't have the arrest though.
In terms of when we want to speak, because this is incredible. Pekaron's got a penalty. Skyscap is going to get into 2nd.
He's on the grass!
It's 3 wide! Oh!
And Oscar's going down into there as well!
Dean's up to 2nd. Camo is running away with this. He doesn't have to get involved. He has gone like an intercontinental ballistic tungsten missile.
Zappu down the inside of Skyscap! What? It's battle for the lead.
Like a dog. My arms are
and
so
they're still
clammy.
at it!
Yes.
Zappu on the inside!
You can't.
They're side by side!
Oh, contact!
Contact! And Zappu loses it! Skyscap's out! There's a
safety car!
Oh
breathe,
no!
God, breathe!
Oh no!
Zap's down to 7th. Breathe, everybody! We have a safety car.
And surely that's damage for Sap as well. Surely that's damage for him as
He wants the
well.
wall. Skyscap's out of this race, but we do have crucially have a safety car. It doesn't look like Zap's got too much damage.
No, not wing damage. I'm talking about body damage here that we can't see. Surely has some of that.
Well, we have a safety car here. And Camo Pits is
Camo
nearly
is in the
crashed
pits,
into
and so
pit
is
lane as
Dean.
well.
So is Dean. Dean's also in, and so is Sadak.
Sam
Rose continues.
Sam
Sam
Rose
Rose
leads the race.
Leads the race.
Everyone is pitting here. Zap's pit as well. Red Bull are going to double stack. Sada's on his way out. Have Red Bull timed to perfection?
have.
Yes, they have. For the second week in a row. And Zap is not going to join anyone, I don't think. But he's on to hards now. Sean, can you write this Grand Prix? Was this scripted to happen?
No. I mean, I'm lost for words, man. I'm lost for words. We have 10 drivers remaining in the Grand Prix after we lost Skyscap here. But I'm just lost for words. What on earth did we just witness? There's been fighting from P1 down to P8 since lap 1, and all have been within a second of each other.
Lap 5.
Oh yeah, lap 5.
No, but listen to me here, mate. This is incredible. We keep tripping over each other. No one's getting to actually properly speak because this has been so dramatic.
Daniel.
But anyway, if you're just joining us, you have missed out on the most incredible opening 4 laps of racing anyone's ever likely to see in this league. The current race order: Sam Rose is leading a race with Camo in second. I must admit that most people have already pit though if you were in that leading battle. Camo's in second, Dean's third, Sada fourth, Mertzi Simper, or whatever, is in fifth, Hecker on sixth, Ryu Zapu has maybe sustained a bit of damage, he's in seventh, Titan's in eighth, Magna Sheep ninth, Liberty Waked in 10th. Skyscap's are only retirement after they crashed at Poo on the opening lap. Oh, wow.
I need to take a fucking a breather after that. What on?
Sean, I am so lucky I have a drink and a supply of chocolate here.
I'll
probably need I'll probably need a sugar boost. Forget me. I'm lost for words as you are. And the safety car's not going to be coming in for another lap or so as well, so we can just mull this over. I want to get Sam Rose on the line here.
I don't think we have the time for that. But
We'll have a lap.
Yeah, we do have a lap.
If he's willing to.
Yeah, so Reelsap now needs to fight through the pack after that collision with Bottas. He surely has some underbody and body damage after that collision as well. And just Heckron in front of him as Liberty walked.
Well. Liberty's crashed.
Retired. Or
Liberty's crashed at Ravage. Liberty's crashed at Ravage. I'm inviting Oscars to speak
as
here.
Titan Gamer decides to pit now.
I can understand if nobody wants to talk here because this has been a dramatic start to this race. Titan's gone on to hards. So we've got 9 runners in this Grand Prix now, and we started with 11.
We're down to 9 racers.
Still on the track.
Yeah.
God knows how many we're going to finish with, Sean.
Yeah, like, at this rate, I can see us finishing with 4 drivers, honestly.
And what a moment that would be in the World Championship. If we had to see, we asked for an absolutely brilliant race, and the first 4 laps of this race, which were uninterrupted apart from the virtual safety car on the opening lap, has been some of the best pieces of racing I've ever seen in my life, online in F1. As Sam is just going up beside Bernd Mailander in the Aston Martin safety car. Magna Sheep and Titan have reached the back of the pack, so the safety car will be coming in at the end of this lap most likely.
Sam Rose, the only driver not to pit. Has Dean gone for the two-pit strategy as he went on to mediums. I don't think the mediums will last to the end, will
I
they?
think, Sean, just to interrupt you, I think it's very smart to pit now, seeing as there's probably going to be another safety car at some
Yeah,
stage in this
no,
race.
I agree with you. So, question is, all these drivers that was on started on the hards and went on to mediums, that is Camo and Dean, will they go? Will they look to do a two-stop strategy?
So
I
we are
think
going to get official confirmation now whenever the safety car reaches the middle sector timing line. And
it's
the
in.
safety car is in this lap.
It's in.
And I will probably take you through the restart of the Belgian Grand Prix. Sam Rose controlling the pace. He is leading this Grand Prix. He still has to pit though. And he is going to come under extreme pressure from Camo, Dean, Sada, and basically everyone. He isn't a sitting duck. He's extremely quick. But he is going to be under a lot of pressure. We come up to Blanchimont. You wouldn't expect him to go now. But knowing Sam Rose, he will do anything. He is unpredictable, and that is why we love him. We come up to the bus stop. He still doesn't go to 100% throttle. He is going to lead this as long as he possibly can. Out of the bus stop we come. Camo's right alongside him.
And he bolts.
And Sam Rose hits the gas and we are away again. Lap 7 of the Belgian Grand Prix. We've had 4 incredible laps under racing conditions.
Camo, that's on the inside.
Begins again. Camo takes
So
the
does
lead.
Steven this contact.
Contact made. Here comes Dean. He's into second. Sada's going to engulf
Sada's
Sam Rose
going-
too as we come up towards Eau Rouge. This is incredible. We haven't even got we barely got going again, and it's already as dramatic as Sam Rose falls.
Sam Rose falls to
And
fourth.
he's maybe going to try
And
and get
Sam
past
goes-
Sada again. Dean and Camo are racing each other as we come up towards the chicane. This is insane. Contact
As Dean
slightly
goes down
made
the
between
outside.
Dean and Camo.
And Dean goes into the lead. As Sabu is still
Sam
a
Rose is
stark
pulled to
fight,
fifth now.
as Sabu is out in front of Hecron, behind Sam Rose, who's down to 5th now, after being
Hecron's
overtaken
gone
by
extremely wide there.
Mertzi.
Hecron's
And
gone
he's-
extremely wide. Mertzi Simp has got
A
3-second
3-second
time
time
penalty for
penalty.
track mode. But currently, Dean and Camo are on the same rubber, and Dean leads this race
As
crucially
Sapu
by
goes-
0.5 of a second. Zap isn't. Yeah, Sam Rose is having an abysmal restart. They go side by
did.
side. Will there be contact? No, there won't.
So,
Sam Rose crucially hanging on to 5th place, but Zap is surely going to engulf him at some stage.
yeah.
He's on the hards, Sam Rose is on the mediums, and here he comes. He
Here he
has to
comes.
make his way through the field as quickly as he possibly can. He's not getting past yet.
Not getting
7
past
laps
yet.
gone. Dean has gone from 3rd to 1st. Sam Rose has gone
We
from
will,
1st to 5th.
will we see a dive bomb into the boss shop's chicane? And we do. Sabu
No.
down the inside.
we
No.
don't.
Oh, it was lag on my screen then. On my screen they were side by side.
Slight bit of contact between Zappa and Sam there, as we are now 8 laps deep. Here comes Sam
Zappa-
Rose, trying to defend. He forces Zappa out wide. There's more contact. Does Zap get the better traction? Yes, he does. He pulls alongside.
Oh, Sam
alongside
fight
him.
back.
Side by side through Eau Rouge and Radion, and Sam Rose, contact made again. Sam Rose somehow hangs on.
Yeah, no, as Hecron joins the fight as well. Hecron!
Hecron just has to bide his time here, I think. He goes around. He tries to go around the outside.
Contact.
Oh, that's,
There was
that's
contact.
risky.
There was
don't
contact
know
made
what's
between
going there.
Sapu and Hecron there.
I had lag on my screen. I didn't see that. I thought he just went off on his own.
It was
He has to
front.
bide
It
his
was
time because
front wheel to
undoubtedly,
back
Sean-
wheel. No, it was front wheel to back wheel. That's why he went
Okay,
wide.
fair enough. Undoubtedly, though, Sean, Sam Rose and Zap might have an altercation at some point here.
No, I feel like, yeah, and I feel like it's coming, like any moment now. And if this continues,
And let's not forget
Dean
now,
will drive away with this race. If Sapu's stuck behind Sam here.
Camo can find the pace he did.
Yeah,
Zap has to also bridge then a 2-second gap to Mertzi to
Yep.
get into 4th, which is also
and
big,
now
debilitating
Dean has
issue for him.
bridged a second, as 1.1 seconds to Camo, so Camo will not have any DRS.
He's going to come under extreme pressure from Sada as Ryo Zappu is going to try again as we go through Blanchiment. He tries to go for an interesting cutback, which will leave him at the outside. He lifts off. Does he go for the inside
No.
into the bus stop? No, he doesn't. He's biding his time still.
Dean
Dean
pops in
sets the
another
fastest lap of
fastest
the 1
lap.
minute 45.4.
No DRS for
We head
Camo.
on to lap 9. DRS enabled. It's all to play for now. We wanted a dramatic race. We got one. Zappa's in Sam Rose's slipstream here. He will have DRS. Hecaron will also have DRS. So Sam Rose may just be engulfed again. We go through Radion. Zap uses his overtake.
Yeah.
Activates his activates
Hecaron
DRS.
there will be
and
3
slides
wide.
past Sam Rose.
2 wide. Going into the braking zone. As Camo gets a 3-second
Camo
time
gets a
penalty.
penalty.
And there's contact made.
Contact.
Contact made. That. Yeah. And Zappu is up to P5. He has a 3-second gap. He needs to bridge the Metzi now.
Sada's gone past Camo as well.
Yeah, but there's a
Sada now has to hunt down
1.5.
Dean.
Yeah, a 1.5 second gap to Dean on harder
9 laps gone. Then.
compound tires.
9 laps gone then in this race. Dean hasn't got away with it yet. There's still a long way of this Grand Prix to go. Sada's in second, Camo and Mertzi are third and fourth. Zappu has to close down that gap quickly though if he wants to keep a relatively good distance. He has a moment though.
Yeah.
As he comes down the back straight. He needs to claw the gap back. Hecaron's about a second behind him as Sam Rose keeps flailing down the order. He was first to the restart, now he finds himself in 7th.
He
keeps a
Sam
decent
does
gap to
have to
Sada,
pit
though.
soon, so yeah.
Yeah, but he has to hope there's going to be a safety car at
Yeah.
some point.
Yeah.
Camo might well be engulfed by a Mertzi Simp. Or
Yeah.
sorry, Sada might well be engulfed, seeing as he doesn't have DRS. He needs a good run.
Yeah.
Out of the first corner, and he has sort of got it. But Camo, with
Camo
slightly
is
better
there.
traction, the gap is 5 times.
I think we can see
I
a
don't know what's going to
Camo
happen
dive
here.
bomb here. Yeah, Camo will, I think, will look to go for it.
Mertzi's not really going to use double DRS to his advantage.
No, yeah,
Sada's
let's use it for
on the
Camo.
inside,
Camo
lifts
is
his
waiting.
life. Camo's just going to bide his time here.
Yeah.
He has no reason to press.
No.
Magnushoop has gone past Sam Rose.
Well,
for
I think
seventh.
he
Sam
does
Rose keeps
with
falling down the order.
he do need to press with that 3-second time penalty he has. He needs to overtake Sada and then get a 3-second gap to him.
Hecaron's going to have a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah.
Track limits. At this stage, Sam Rose was leading at the restart. Now the only driver that hasn't him is Titan, who's 9 seconds behind him and is flailing around him at the moment. He's still getting points though.
Yeah.
These last few laps haven't been as dramatic as the opening.
Sam Rose get a 3-second. Yeah.
These last few laps haven't been as dramatic as the opening few ones, but they certainly have been very interesting. And I like this sort of race.
As
Magnushoop
dropped it. Yeah.
And Magnushoop's championship goes from bad to worse.
Will we see Hecaron fight back against Zappu? Zappu isn't doing any inroads towards that 3-second gap.
No, he's really struggling.
He's really struggling.
Underfloor damage, whatever it is.
Yeah, no, I do feel like he's gotten floor damage.
He still has 12 laps. Let's not forget that. And Sada,
he does, of course.
If he does get past Dean, he would do the ultimate honor for his teammates.
Yes.
And that's the crucial factor here. We're nearly halfway through the Belgian Grand Prix. We are just about 50% of the way gone. 50% to go, and if the second 50% is any as good as the first half of this race, we are in for an absolute cracker of an ending. This has been a thriller. Here comes Camo. He's going to be too far back to get past Sada.
Hecaron is diving down the inside of Zappu here.
And he's going to get past him, but Zaku's going to try and hold it around the
fighting
outside.
back. The contact again. There's more contact.
He is under a serious amount of pressure to try and remain in this championship hunt. As it stands, Dean will be about 50 points clear at the moment and will be well on the way to the world title. There's still a long way to go this season, but these are the critical moments where you have to perform, and currently Zappu is not doing that. Dean leads, 1.3 second gap to Sada. I'm going to do a bit of detective work and see how many track limit warnings they both have. Sada has got, let's see, one.
As title
Dean
gamer
has got.
loses it into the gravel trap.
Yeah, they're both on one at the moment. They're both on one, so they can push it a little bit more. Titan's still flailing around in ninth and is
yeah,
on for
he went through
respectable
the
2 points.
he went through the gravel trap.
I would like to also point out, Sean, that past Hecron into the bus stop. He nearly dropped out. But crucially, he does have DRS, so that will pull him ahead a little bit.
Well, Hecron will
Sada
have
currently
DRS on the longer straight here,
the back straight,
on
yeah.
the Camel straight.
Currently, I'd like to point out, Sean, sorry for interrupting you there, that Sada has 40% DRS and Dean currently is 80%.
Yeah.
So the cards are firmly stacked in your driver's favor.
As we
These
see
are big moments.
Hecron lagging all over the place, but will he dive down the inside? He will. And will he overtake him? He does.
He's got 0%. He's got 0% battery though.
He's passed him before the braking zone even.
He's got 0% battery though, so he has to really watch out. Then again, Zap's not in position himself, but he still has more.
Zap has 20%
Dean has
more.
also eked out a little bit more of a lead over Sada.
Yeah. As I think Zap had a bit of a moment there. I'm not entirely sure. I just switched back to him. But yeah.
The fans are really enjoying this one with their same facial expressions and yeah.
No cheering
fans
at all.
are really enjoying this. Cheering on their favorite drivers that they've never heard of before.
Exactly.
Yeah. The only real battle going on around the field at the moment, it doesn't really matter supposedly, in the Hecron v Zapu, and Hecron has a time penalty of I believe 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying? Yeah.
No. Yeah. But this will.
And then I suppose
this is still.
Sada's also made his way out from Camo's
As
DRS.
Zap would dives down the pits. He hits from his heart.
He's gonna go on softs, I'd say.
No, mediums. He's onto mediums.
Mediums,
He's onto fresh mediums. So a 2-stopper confirmed for Zapu. It might be. Will we see another driver go for a pit to cover Zapu off?
I wouldn't suggest that.
I wouldn't suggest that. No. Maybe his teammate, but
to give Zapu all the credit, after he crashed, he really could have won this race. But he's thrown this away from arguably being too aggressive, and Skyscrap is very angry at him.
Oh no, that I've seen. Yeah, no, I've seen that.
Dean, do you remember? It's not Formula One, but it's MotoGP, the 2013 Qatar Grand Prix. Jorge Lorenzo.
Serious up against a time penalty. Yeah. Titans crashed. Is he out or? No, he just pinned it. He's just doing donuts.
He spun as well. He spun as well, trying to get out of the little predicament he was in, and now he's driving quite slow indeed. I'll go back to my little reference. So Jorge Lorenzo, that specific race, just kept eking his little gap out towards Valentino Rossi and Marc Marquez, and just ended up winning by about 5 seconds. You could see Dean doing this. He's in very good hands. The championship leader in, well, championship winning form, I think it's very fair to say.
Indeed. He's been got in his time up to P2 more and more
we're running out of superlatives to describe him as well, because he is not using the ERS at all.
No,
meanwhile Sada is.
Yeah, Sada is full on using ERS. Meanwhile Dean is on 92%. Dean is very, very comfortable here. He's leading comfortable, and it looks like a Mercedes win, and Dean back to winning form. As there's no real
he was in winning form last week, but he just didn't have the pace to keep up with the 2 Red Bulls, who just had a dominant performance in all.
Yeah,
but he is back to his very, very best this weekend.
Yeah,
and he is on for yet another win this season in his conquest to bring home the championship trophy.
Yes. as the gap now has went up to
Yellow
2.7
flag,
seconds.
Titan's finally out of the race.
And there's a
Safety car.
safety
Oh,
car.
hello.
Did he?
Titan dropped it on the pits.
Did he? He dropped it on the pit entry.
Crashgate Part 2.
Crashgate? Question mark.
I mean, his teammate's still in a very good position in this race here.
His teammate is
But
in.
this,
Is a very
with
good
Zap on
position.
fresh rubber, or fresh enough rubber, this invites him right back into this race.
Well, I do believe every single driver here will pit now.
You'd like to think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Dean's
I mean,
got an advantage anyway. Dean's got the big advantage here.
yeah, he
If
does.
you don't piss,
You
then you put yourself
in a very
in Sam
bad,
Rose.
bad.
And yeah,
Yeah,
Dean's got two points.
Dean that jumps in. We will see the rest probably follow him in.
Maybe. Yeah, in comes Sada.
In comes Sada,
in
in
comes
comes
Camo,
Camo,
in
in
comes
comes
Mercy,
Meds,
yeah.
in comes Hakeron. Yeah, everyone follows him in.
In the pit lane. Dean goes on to mediums.
Uh,
Whoops, Sada might go on to softs. You never know.
You never know.
He's
He's onto mediums as well. Yeah, I think everyone switches on to the mediums here.
Everyone's going to go into mediums there.
Yeah, everyone's
Sam
on to
Rose
medium.
made the decision to come in and pit.
Yeah,
And Zap is staying out. Zap's staying out.
yeah, of course he is. I mean, it would be quite dumb for him to
And
pit
Zap
again.
is going to rise up. Just about.
P5, no, P6 behind Hakeron.
Fifth place, no, P4,
No.
P4.
P4.
P5, yeah, P5, yeah.
P5.
Yeah.
We made up some
Hakeron
ground
was
at
something,
least.
yeah.
We made up some ground.
And I suppose the beneficial factor for him, his teammate, is that if he gets a good restart, he can just control the pace to the end and try and hold off the main man at the moment. Because everyone's going to be really about some 95%, 100% ERS level here.
Yeah. Question is, you'd rather be in second place for the Kemmel Straight. So
Yeah.
this is in Sadak's favor here.
I'm still going to say that Dean is going to get a perfect restart and just... This is Red Bull's last chance to get something out of this Grand Prix. Liberty just decided he had enough this week. He kept oversteering and he didn't want to race anymore with that problem, so obviously he's going to quit. We might have a remarkably short safety car period here because it might be coming at the end of this lap, allowing 7 laps, of forensic action. Frenzy action, sorry. My English is just all over the place because of this one. And I'll take you through the restart again.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's not so dramatic we don't trip over each other. We're going to go for another lap. Titan might join us now for a bit of conversation.
Okay.
Titan, if you're willing to join us, just
good question for asking what happened.
Titan, yeah, obviously not a good race. What happened that you crashed?
I accidentally turned in too much into the pit entry.
Okay.
To be fair, that nearly happened to Camo earlier.
It did.
The car's just been really unstable, no pace whatsoever.
Sam Rose pits again.
Yeah, he pitted onto soft, which I think was a mistake.
That might delay the safety car coming in.
No, it won't. It won't. As he goes on.
He just drives at 20 kilometers an hour for the lap.
Yeah, he goes.
Anyway, so go back to what you were saying.
The car just had no pace.
It happens sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Especially at the lap 1 incident, I got floor damage, so it didn't help.
Oh.
Titan, just to look forward to next week. Monza, decent track for you. Is next week your redemption week?
Might be, I don't know.
Thanks for telling us, Titan. Enjoy the week off and commiserations about today's result. Always a good chat with Titan, I suppose. whether it's good, bad, or ugly. And in
Yeah.
this race, in this race's context, it was certainly bad and ugly.
Yeah. He was
I
involved in
wonder if he
that
can
money to
improve. I wonder if he can improve his performance for a few dollars more.
Yeah.
If you get that
As-
reference, he had a good upbringing. The ecstasy of gold is going to be a big prerequisite for Tyson to go on and do better. Who said I'm not William Shakespeare? Anyway, 16 laps gone.
As
We are going to have arguably the most dramatic conclusion to a race since the
2021 Abu Dhabi Grand
since
Prix.
no, I can think of other examples.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like-
that was only one lap. That was only one.
Well,
one lap. We have 7 laps of this.
it was the ending that we're talking about. You know?
Yeah,
how-
I'm going to stop.
yeah.
I think I'm going to take the restart here.
Yep.
It all literally comes down to this. If Dean guns it, and if Dean gets a good restart here, and Sada can't get past him on the Camel Straight,
I think Dean
maybe
has
it's game
it.
over.
Yeah. Camo has
It's
been
going to be a
fast the entire
6-lap
race.
showdown. A 6-lap showdown at the Belgian Grand Prix between the runaway leader for basically nearly all of this race and those who wish to knock him off his perch. Dean is not going yet. Will he wait until after the bus stop like Sam Rose did? He floors it now. We're the final 6 laps of the Belgian Grand Prix, and he's looking to absolute perfection. Sada, however, is following with him, and Dean is looking to break the toe as they go down the front straight. 6 laps to go in the Belgian Grand Prix. Dean leads from Sada, Camo, Mertzi, Zap, Hecaron, Magnusheep, and Sam Rose. But the battle is only about to begin as we begin the run up towards the Camel Straight. Dean is a 5/10 gap, but you'd like to think that is about to evaporate as Sada will try and take the lead of this Grand Prix. Up through Rouge and Radion. He has to take a risk here. He has to help his teammate in the championship
For
fight.
deploying
Sada
Airbus.
is gaining, but not gaining enough. And Dean will lead as we come up towards the chicane. Over to you, Sean.
As they already have a second gap to P3, so that's maybe work into Sadak's favor here, as they pull a 1 second gap to P3 in Camo. We'll see how it goes for Sapo here on the restart. He hasn't done any inroads.
He hasn't done as much as he needed to.
Yeah.
And also, just moving up the field as Sam Rose has gone past Magnusheep for 7th place.
Yeah.
Sada, however, is keeping his distance with Dean. Maybe, just maybe, he will be able to fight for this. But
Yeah.
again, he is using his overtake while Dean isn't.
Yeah.
This is going to be a dramatic ending. But Sada may now have the confidence, the desire, and the hunger to go on and win this race. All to play for now. With
The question is, will Camo be able to get into that DRS range of Sadak, and how fast can he do it? How fast can he get into that? Get into the
Sean, if he
DRS
can,
range?
Ricardo's on to him. Here comes
Yeah.
Sada. We come down into the bus stop. Will Sada go for a move?
No,
he doesn't.
he isn't.
He thinks about it.
No DRS for 2 laps, remember. So as Dean has the DRS advantage. Sadak puts in the fastest lap though.
Noise has had it. Sam Rose, that's the fastest lap after a very good restart lap for him. But still, that gap remains at about 4/10. And if Sada's wise, he's going to bide his time and try to keep the gap before he gets DRS next lap.
Yeah.
We go through Rouge and Radion.
As
If he gets
Sadak
the perfect run here, this might be the moment.
isn't looking to go
Is
for
it
the
in his
move.
destiny? Not yet. Mertzi gets past Camo.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be a two-way battle for the win here. As the
Yes.
battle for third intensifies, we head into the chicane. Sada, 3.5 tenths behind. Your driver, Sean, you're secretly hoping for him to win, but in an impartial point of view, you're loving this race.
Yes, of course. There's been action almost throughout the race. We've had 2 safety cars, 1 virtual safety car. Yeah. And fighting isn't over. We have fighting for P3, we have fighting for P4, P1 as well. So I mean, there's fighting all over the field, so to say.
What I'm surprised about, Sean, is how Dean hasn't legged it as well on the safety car.
What did you say?
That was a big factor of why he had such a big gap and just kept growing it after the last one. But now he cannot escape, and crucially, the cards are maybe just in Sada's favor now. Has he found that bit of desire that he was lacking a few laps ago? We come down into the bus stop, it would be very irrational of him to go for a move now. He does get very close though, and this is massive for him as we head on to lap 19 of 22.
Will be enabled now as Camo gets a 3-second time penalty.
He's absolutely got fourth as well. Camo's just falling down the order.
Yeah.
And if Zap can maybe make his way up to third now, and Sada wins the race, it's not as bad as it could be.
No.
Crucially, Dean isn't using ERS. Sada's used a bit of it because he comes out of turn 1, but this is where the battle will intensify. This is the end game now. We go through Erosion and Radion. DRS 150 meters away. Sada uses DRS.
Goes for a move.
We'll go alongside Dean, and we'll take the lead of the race for now. These are the critical moments, and Dean will only have to sit and watch. But he can relax, though, knowing that the cards are in his favor now. He will have DRS. He has the ERS advantage, but does he have the pace to claw back that gap and fight for this victory? That's unknown at the moment.
Question is, will he go for a move instantly on the next lap, or will he wait until the lap 22 and go for a move? Because if he waits until lap 22, that might be race over if he manages to keep the gap at a desirable length.
I think you have to balance risk v reward here, Sean. If he goes for it now, we are going to see a titanic duel until the very end, which will let Mercy in. If he goes on the final lap, if he keeps that 5-10 gap
is
roughly,
within 2
he will
seconds.
probably win this race.
Yeah, Zappa has a 2-second gap to P4. He has some sort of damage. 100% here, so that's unfortunate for him. I don't see him.
He is on for decent enough points though after what happened to him earlier though. Dean is gaining. He has a look into the bus stop but decides against it. He will have DRS though coming down in towards the first corner. We have 3 laps left in a enthralling Belgian Grand Prix.
Another 3-second penalty. That's up to 9 seconds worth of penalties for him. As
Dean might well go for it this lap.
Yeah.
He gets a brilliant exit.
As it is 40 versus 60% ERS.
Dean's being smart.
Dean is playing this.
ERS. We go through Rouge and Radion, not ERS and Radion. Dean will activate his DRS, and he's surely going to fly past Sad again. Sad is using overtake, and maybe he'll hold on. No, he won't. Dean takes the lead again, but it's not over yet. Still 2.5 laps left. If Dean pulls away now, then it's game over.
Yeah.
If Sada stays with him,
as Hecaron overtakes Sapu, but that one, and Sapu's going down.
Oh,
he's down to P6, fighting Sam Rose.
Oh, 7.
He's down to P7. Oh no!
He's lost a bit of his front wing.
No, it doesn't look like it. I think it's the floor damage doing it for him. The damage is working against him here.
Floor damage is exacerbated now. Magnasheep is going to finish him. Magnasheep's probably going to finish him.
Yeah. No. Yeah. By the looks of it, yes, he will.
Crucially, Sean, Sada is remaining with Dean, and if Sada were smart, he wouldn't use DRS at all in the next lap. He'd wait until the final lap because then he knows he might hold on to win this race.
Yep.
It's all about vying up risk v reward in this one. The 2 intercontinental ballistic tungsten missiles of Dean and Sada are tugging it out. A dramatic tug-of-war battle as we head into the final 2 laps of the best Belgian Grand Prix you're ever likely to see. Lap 21 of 22. Dean leads by 5/10 from Sada, but it's certainly not over yet. Do not count either of these drivers yet. They grow through La Source, and they will duke it out all the way down the Camel Straight.
Will we see a move from Sada
has
here?
To be smart here.
Will we see a move from Sada here?
It means for him. These are the dramatic moments. He's lifting off slightly. Will he use DRS? No, he won't.
Oh.
He's in the slipstream though, and I think he's just got to back off here.
Yeah, he's playing it smart.
He is being
playing this very, very smart.
Boy. Maybe he's listening to us. Maybe he's watching us. Maybe he's listening to what I'm saying. Maybe I'm a genius. Maybe I should be in his shoes. As Hecaron gets past Camo, Sam Rose gets past Camo.
Yellow flag. Camo spawned it.
That's his race over.
But question is, will we see DRS chicken? Will we see that? That's the question.
Yeah, it
Will
happened,
be
it
made
happened
unanswered.
earlier on in the race.
Exactly. Will we see a bit of that DRS chicken come into play here by Dean and Sada? Question. We'll have to wait for the answer.
If Dean's watching us, he's going to get a good idea here. Mertzy was a second behind about 3 laps ago and could have been
Yeah.
in this fight, but isn't, and he will surely settle for now a podium place.
Yep.
It's all to play for. We come on to the final lap, which I'm going to take you through. A whistle-stop tour of the Ardennes Forest, the longest track in Formula One. One of the best races of the season, maybe the race of the season. Sada backs up as we go into the bus stop. 1 lap to go. And they do play DRS chicken. They do play it.
They do play it.
They do play it.
Sada wins out this time
1 lap
as
to go.
Hekron gets another.
Hekron's got a penalty for corner crossing.
And Sapo is out! Rio's out is out! Sapo is
Oh
out!
my lord!
Oh no! It goes.
And now it doesn't matter what happens. Sada's surely going to lose this race now. He's lost all of his gap. It's surely Dean's now.
It's bad from worse for the guy, for the boy from the Mexican. And
Find the straight line speed, which he can't, and it's Dean's race to win now. What has happened, Sean? Did you see what happened?
no, I just missed it. I was focusing on the battle for P1. Oh no! It's
Well, we'll be able to see. Well, Sean, we'll be able to see footage of what happened later on, but the battle for first is still raging on, and unless Sada can at least find something, send it down the inside into the bus stop, he is going to lose this race.
Dean
but he's
does
still
have
within 2 tenths.
Dean as Hekron is out as well. As Dean does have crucially have that ERS advantage. Dean does have that
Sean,
ERS advantage.
I have the perfect line to the end of this race. I have to commentate this. This is incredible. It's now or never for Sada. He's using all his ERS.
So is Dean. So is Dean.
So is Mercy. But Mercy's not in this fight. It will go down to the final corner. Sada's gone out of ERS, which means that surely Dean is going to win an enthralling Belgian Grand Prix. Into the bus stop he comes. He has dominated this race since the first safety car, and Dean will come out of the final chicane and win the Belgian Grand Prix. Sada comes home in second, Mertzy in third, Magnesheep fourth. Sam Rose does go past him on track, but Magnesheep will come home for a brilliant 12 points for Alfa Romeo. What a race, Sean. And what happened with Zap?
I have no clue what happened to Sapo there. It's just getting worse for him. He did DNF on the final lap, or second final lap, so he will get the points for it. But P8, that's not good when you have Dean, well, you have your championship rival winning the race. That's not ideal at all.
He won't get points. He won't get points because he was hard. You don't get points even.
No, you do. Isn't it like 95% of the race? I think it is. So he will. We'll have to check that later. I think 90 or 95% of the race, but I'm not entirely sure. But what a race!
Unbelievable, Sean.
Oh my God! What a race we just
Sean,
witnessed.
Sean, I have to inform you of the bad news at the moment. The current score is Newcastle 2, Manchester City 1. So.
Wait. Oh fuck, man! Fuck! You had to ruin my evening.
Oh my God! Oh, here are the. After the best Belgian Grand Prix you're ever likely to see, it's Dean who wins it for Mercedes. Sada was so near yet so far second. Mertzy Simp gets third for Ferrari on his return to the championship. Magnesheep's in fourth. Sam Rose finished where he started in fifth. Kama got sixth. Hecker on seventh. Ryu Zappu retiring with 2 laps to go in eighth. Titan finished ninth, albeit retiring, and the final 2 retirements were Liberty Weight and Sky Scap. The podium celebration will be in about 10 minutes' time. But that was simply sensational. Let's take a brief chat with our race winner, DeanCon91.
Hello?
Dean, we're not going to talk to you for too long because we're going to save the interview for the podium. Oh my words! What a race!
Yeah, it was a good race. It was a battle of strategy and minds at the start, but then felt quite
Were
comfortable.
you watching us? Is that where you got the idea for DRS chicken there?
No, I actually got it from Zapu at the start because he tried to do the same thing, and I ended up hitting him with a light touch. A bit of
Because
trickery at the end.
we were sitting here saying like, will we see a bit of DRS chicken? And then Storm brought up he might be listening to us and getting ideas. So that's what we thought. But I mean, what a race from you! You
That's what we
dominated since the
presumed.
first safety car. Back to winning ways. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels better. It feels much better than P3.
Sean, we're supposed to leave this until the podium. We can't drive we can't use all.
Yeah, see you on the podium, mates.
And you can ask all the
At
questions.
the top of the championship's now gone to about 50 points with 4 races to go. It's surely yours now, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. But obviously there might be a race that I might miss. Sean knows about already, so that could close the gap a little bit. But if I just score the maximum points where I can, then I've done all I need to do.
Well, thanks very much, Dean. We'll see you in about 15 minutes for the podium celebration. Oh, I'm sweating like a dog. And that sounds quite strange out of context if you're only joining us. If you are, it's the best race of the season. Action from light side all the way to the checkered flag. We asked for an absolutely stupendous race, and we got a stupendous race. Sean, rate it out of 10.
I can't at the moment. I mean, I'm still I'm still in shock of what we just witnessed. Like,
I mean,
holy.
I suppose Zap is going to look back on this race. If you go to the stage chat, Zap is going to look back on this race with this one. Hold on, let me find it. He's going to look back on this race. If anyone ever Turbo League, he is just going to look like this. Crazy, isn't it, Sean?
Yeah, it is.
Sean, you already have the some of the podium music. I will get you
I need the British anthem.
the national anthems in a second that you can play. But oh my word, like you cannot write this championship sometimes, can you?
No. You can't. I mean.
Anyway, we are going to get to interviewing some of. And I suppose the main talking point, apart from Dean winning this race, and I wouldn't say seeding the championship, but getting very close to seeding us. We're going to talk to Raya Zapu. Raya, what happened?
Many things.
How did you retire? We weren't watching it. We were.
So Sam and Hecaron, I believe, were going at it at the bus stop chicane, and either Hecaron or something, one of them hits each other basically, and then one of them is just in the middle of the track, and I can't do anything. I mean, I can't avoid it. I can't do anything. So, yeah.
It's obviously a very. I wouldn't say the championship's gone for you at this stage,
Storm,
but
you cut.
is this?
You cut off there, mate. You have to repeat that.
Oh, did I? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll reiterate that it's obviously a very annoying. Arguably the lowest point of your season. After so much ground was made last week, it's just evaporated again.
Yep.
Is that the harsh reality of this championship that you have to be consistent?
It's not even that. I was up there, and it's just unlucky, really. So.
Well,
People
thanks,
say
Zap. We
sometimes
will.
unlucky number 13. So.
We are. I'm actually going to ask you one more question about next week's race in Monza. Is it do or die next week?
For sure. If I don't do something there, it's over.
Thank you very much for joining us up, and we'll see you next week. Commiserations on today's results. Let's talk to Camo.
Yep.
This is going to be good. Camo, you're understandably very, very annoyed after this. What happened that it's made you so annoyed?
Hackeron has a potato internet, and when he overtook me, he was in the walls maybe 55 times, and I was scared to push. Then he like teleported onto me, and I got front wing damage that got me even more frustrated. So I had DRS in the main straight. I was going, and fucking hell, bro was launched at me, and I was gone. Gone.
Apologies for Camo's language, but
Oh yeah, sorry.
really.
Like,
No,
I'm,
no,
I'm,
no, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We have young children watching.
oh
Do we have
yeah,
young children watching?
yeah. Sorry, I'm really.
Maybe. I'm not. I'm not sure. Anyway, Monza next week. You're obviously to get back to winning ways, or not winning ways, but very good ways. Is next week going to be another do or die weekend for you?
100%. I love Monza.
Thank you very much, Cam. I feel like I'm saying this a lot. Commiserations on podium time, Sean. Let me just
Yep.
get all the music sorted for you, and then I will we'll begin the ceremony. Take it away and just talk to everyone while I get this sorted.
Yeah.
I crashed into the pit lane. I crashed into the.
Well, what happened? Let me know you're okay.
I crashed into the pit lane. Fuck!
I'm in a state of perplexity, I suppose, Sean. Are you?
Yeah. I'm still yeah. I'm still shocked of what I just witnessed.
I'm gonna send that stuff to you now, and then you'll play it when the ceremony. Like, you cannot write this championship, honestly.
No, of course not.
Oscars will make you talk later on after the podium ceremony. So I hope Dean's still here.
Let me check. Yes.
That's good.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
I hear me twice, by the way. Yes.
The best combination of Anthem and Formula One.
Yeah, let me know when.
Yeah, I'm just sending them the last two that I've sent are going to be for some reason they're not. Did I save them? last week.
I don't know.
I did, yeah. Good. So the last two are going to be the first two. If I'm sorry about that.
Let me check. So the last two.
So no, hold on. So the podium entrance is first. I just type it all alone.
So it's podium, DK, journeyman, and then team.
Champagne. Just play them via the T1 chat, whatever. Oh no, sorry, the podium chat. Whenever I get into it.
Oh yeah, you're sending them there as well. Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah, I'm gonna for other people to listen.
Yeah.
I have to go onto YouTube as well to play it, so I can properly listen to it. Just turn down to that down, I think.
Not to make you we have like 8
Oh.
tickets from this race, by the way.
Oh god, that's gonna be fun, isn't it? There we go, that's perfect. Right, I'm going. Let's go then.
Yep.
Whenever I send it, play it, Sean.
Yep. Wait, where is podium chat? There we go. Yep.
I think you've just heard the podium music if Sean played it.
Oh, I
hope he
did. I did.
Okay, I wasn't doubting you, don't worry. Now let's speak to our two podium finishers who are actually on stage now, starting with our race winner and championship leader, who doesn't drive, who drives for Mercedes DeanCon 91. How are you, Dean? Welcome back.
Hello, how are you?
Very good. Still in a state of shock about that race. Dean, just talk us through that race. How was it?
Yeah, it was quite good. At the start, it was quite a tactical challenge. I think it was even tactical from qualifying, where I gave the Alfa Romeo the toe to split the Red Bulls. But yeah, I was trying to stick behind in the DRS, especially on the slower tire, and use up some of my ERS, and it managed to work. Then we had the two other drivers get involved, and I had to try get through them quickly to build a gap to Zappu. And then after that, when the kerfuffle happened with him and Oscar was behind, yeah, just sort of trying to keep consistent lap after lap and wait for a safety car or late dive into the pits, and the race sorted itself out.
Oscar blamed his high wind for not being able to get past you on the straights. Did you get a lucky escape in that?
No, I don't believe so. I think he me even with the tactic that I used. Although I did stay ahead with when I was trying to be cheeky, I gained a little bit of time, 2/10. He was behind me by 6/10 at the finish line, so I don't think it would have made that much of a difference if I'm being honest.
So, my maths is reliable enough. You were about 50 standings.
Your mic
Last
cut
week's
out.
race. I can't be. Oh, did it? Okay, sorry.
Yes.
I don't have the standings from last week, but if my maths is correct-ish, then you're about 50 points clear at the top of the championship. How does that feel? And is it? It's not game over, I wouldn't say, but is this firmly in your hands now?
Yeah, pretty much. I've got one hand on the trophy, and the ball's going to be very much in his court now, and it's up to him with how he handles the pressure on race, in qualifying, and he won't have to worry about himself, but where I am as well, and I think that's going to play a huge factor into his pace.
Mons next week is a confident track for you. Do you think you can go on and get another?
No, I'll be straight up. I can't even drive the track properly. So yeah, that'll be an interesting one to see how I prepare for that and what my pace is like coming next week.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, Dean. Congratulations on the win and enjoy the celebration.
Thank you. Cheers.
I'm sure you're happy he won, Chan.
Well,
But he can't say anything though because of partiality commentary. Let's talk to our second place driver now, Oscaris. Fought a very valiant battle, but in the end couldn't get the 25 points to help Red Bull's championship charge. He's declined to speak. Come on, man. That's not cool. I mean, he's got a glitch of some sorts. So, if he can't speak, what can we speak about?
Wait.
Oh, me.
I'm gonna see if there's a way to move him up here.
Oh, yeah, there definitely is.
I can only invite him to speak.
You're just staff voice chat.
Yeah, I can only invite him to speak.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
So
it
is
is.
that all, Sean? Is that all for this week, or can we drag this out for a few more minutes?
No, I think that's all. If we can't get Oscar to speak, then that is all.
Oscar, restart Discord. And
Yeah,
we'll see if
try
we're able
to
to.
restart Discord.
Honestly, to be fair, I really enjoyed that.
Your mic cut out again.
Yeah, that's near the end. I really enjoyed that one.
There we go.
Oscar,
No,
you have been invited to speak.
he
Still
can't.
glitching.
Yeah, he's still glitching.
Right. Well, that is game, but
Sorry, Oscar.
I suppose that's how. Yeah, I suppose that's how things work in life, in life, and especially in this league, we have just witnessed the most incredible Belgian Grand Prix, filled with twists and turns, start to finish. That saw championship leader Dean get another brilliant win to maybe, just maybe, one hand on the championship trophy. We're at Monza next week, the Temple of Speed from Sean and Mai. It's been a